What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Amish Space Station. And I need to do a quick test because I would like to know if my audio is working properly. My audio is working properly. And I can hear myself, so hopefully this stream doesn't break up a lot. Because I think this is going to be a pretty important stream. I am out in the studio today. Trying it out. I had to get set up out here again and get myself together with everything. This topic today is going to be one of my absolute favorite topics, and the topic is going to be on Eric Dubai, who also I just sent him a message. I was like, "Hey, dude, you inspired me. This is my channel," and he actually subscribed to me. I think when I had like 5 subscribers. So, I think that's more than I can say for almost every truther out there right now. Half as big as Eric Dubai. Eric Dubai is kind of everywhere. He's everywhere. He's if you really start going through threads, he'll pop up in places that you never, would expect him to be, because he actively looks for, these, wherever lies are, or wherever any kind of ridiculousness is, and he will, make sure it's corrected and cite sources and give information. Which is awesome. So I just want to go through a few things so that you all can understand. If you honestly have some legitimate claim against Eric Dubai, I'd love to hear it. But today I am, so put it in the links if you want. I'd love to hear it. I just, to this day, I haven't seen any legitimate claims against Eric Dubai, except for, I don't know, people who are just have ego issues. So a guy commented on my page, and he said, this was a little bit ago, and he said, "You're starting to sound suspect. Don't you know Eric Dubai is an occultist and blah, blah, blah." So I went through and I explained to him that, first off, you can't just call somebody something without showing a whole bunch of proof. Number one. Number two is you need to understand the difference between the occult and secret societies and Satanism, because the occult and Satanism is technically 2 different things. So I am going to go through a little bit of that with you live here. I might. Like I said, it's a topic that's so vast that I really don't know if I even feel like going through it live. If anybody wants to join, by the way, I will post the join link, and you can feel free to join. If you do join, make sure you're not like a troll or anything like that. If you are trolling, I am going to have to remove you. Or if you're playing loud music or any of that. But yeah, if anybody wants to have a chat, I doubt that I'll have anybody. But anyway, I want to go through a couple things with Eric Dubai so that you all can understand something that's very, very simple. So Eric Dubai has recently exposed Simon Dan, the very well-known shill that has a huge following, that decided to start his entire career by attacking Eric Dubai for no apparent reason at all. He also has written books and documentaries talking about the flat earth as well, a lot of them, exposing maps, talking about a lot of different things. All things flat earth. He also, the universal life force, he's talking about your energy here that everyone has. He shows examples of this, your energy, your chi, your, mana, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you are. He explains that this, this force is real. He explains the scientific part of it and stuff like that. The biology of beliefs. This is one that I talk about a lot, and it's 100% true. So he goes into beliefs. He explains real quickly, real easily, that beliefs are, same thing I say, the enemy of knowledge. When you have knowledge, like here's another one, opinions versus facts. All of these type of things are things that you all need to understand. You need to realize this. He does not just talk about flat earth. He doesn't talk about flat earth. Here's for the COVIDiots right here. He's talking about how emotions, he's giving you health advice. He's giving you different things to stay healthy. I don't know if you guys seen Eric Dubai, but he is in excellent condition. He knows a lot about, it's a specific type of martial art, and I've seen it, and I can't do it. And I'll tell you, he actually knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? He really does. He really knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. He's excellent when it comes to working out, when it comes to eating healthy, and stuff like that, and understanding where the lies are. He explains everything from how things work on flat earth to density to buoyancy to his music as well, but that's separate. He explains here that how the seasons work, how the sun, moon, stars, the rotation, and he gives you a very good example. 200 Proofs, that's his book. Shout out to 200 Proofs. Earth is flat. Never been debunked. Scum Man Dan can suck it because he's nothing but a fraud. Honestly, when you spend your life trying to debunk things that that cannot be debunked scientifically at all, you just goes to show that you're a 100% shill. But, like I said, here's another for the COVIDiots. He explains this stuff. Okay. Circumnavigation to maps to compasses and stuff like that. Genetics and things like that, frequencies and stuff. He goes into so much, your human consciousness, your spirit level. He exposes certain types of yoga and certain types of exercises and certain things. He doesn't end with anything. I've heard a lot of people say something about Eric Dubai like yeah, but he does this, he does yoga, he does. Look, Eric Dubai has a right to do anything he wants to do. It does not concern you. Eric Dubai can do whatever he wants to do. It doesn't concern any of you. The only thing that concerns you is the information that he puts out. And consistently, he talks about all of this stuff. The Hollywood elites, exposing Owen Benjamin, the anti-social media, all of this stuff, and how all of this affects all of us. Okay? How eclipses work, the moon, all this stuff is covered. And the problem is that many people have not even seen some of the Globers and some of the other people. They haven't seen these videos enough times even to even understand. Eric Dubai got kicked off of line completely. He got his account terminated and everything. So you all don't understand exactly how many people that he was actually reaching. But the reason I'm going over this is so that you all can understand this, because it's really, really, really important. Okay. He exposes Freemasonry. Okay. He goes into Freemasonry right here. All right. He goes into the activism, schools, prisons, all of this stuff. He talks with other people. Okay. He goes out. He's active in his community. He talks with other people. He puts other interviews up. He works with a lot of artists. I would love to be able to make a song with Eric Dubai, pretty soon, because what's important is about the truth. Let me see. This is one of my favorites, though. And Benjamin Big Bad Bear, that was amazing. He talks about Darwin, okay, Darwinism and evolutions and dinosaurs. He shows you, okay. He talks about this network, how everybody's going to be leaving YouTube and stuff. I hate it. I've already gotten hit, just by putting up a music video that just got taken down from YouTube. You know what I mean? Everybody who puts anything against whatever the World Health Organization says is automatically going to be terminated. That's the way that goes. NASA. He goes into NASA multiple times. He goes into all these other nonsensical, retarded theories like concave Earth and all this stupid crap, because people just, they have no idea. He does interviews on radio stations and stuff like that. Exposes the curve calculator and the lighthouses, explains how all of that, works. He goes into gravity and shows you how gravity is now defined as not a force, but an effect of the curving or bending of a conceptual medium called space-time. Concept means it's conceptual. It means it's not real. So, he goes into everything that you possibly could want to know is located right here. Okay. He goes into veganism and food and what foods give you more protein and what doctors, he gives you these links right on his website in different places. Okay. Books, DVDs, CDs, songs, you know what I'm saying? Explains how the algorithm censors flat earth videos, and he actually shows you all of his videos and things. He shows you how they get censored. He shows you the line of views and how it's on a down curve and how it never goes anywhere. Exposes some of the people like Neil deGrasse Tyson and things like that. $10,000 baller challenge that nobody can do. Money on the table. You could win $10,000 right now if you all just get on here and debunk this. You got $10,000. Instead, Simon Dan, you want to attack people instead of getting yourself $10,000. Okay, Dell, beyond the imaginary curve, awesome guy. He's pretty cool. Federal Reserve. Most of you don't even know what the Federal Reserve is. Eric Dubai still goes into and explains how the Federal Reserve. I'm still not seeing all of this occult video. Where are these occult videos that you guys keep sending messages everywhere across the internet saying that Eric Dubai is an occultist and all this other stuff? Show me his occult videos, because we're going through his entire video library right now live, and I can't find one occult video. What does that mean? Does that mean who's the shill? Who's the shill? I can't find this occult video. Listen, he also did the earth plane and things like that in different languages. This is one of my favorite stories. I really like it, whether it's for kids or not. It's really interesting and it really gets you thinking, and it gives you, if every kid would read this, or parents would read this to their kid, we would actually have a better world than we have now. Because at any time these people can say, hey, we're going to have another pandemic next year. You are never going to escape this. Even if they decided to call off their plans right now, next year they can lock us down again for half the year. They can destroy your businesses at will. They can destroy your YouTube accounts at will. If you are famous, if you are a famous celebrity and you are the biggest whatever in the world, they can delete your account overnight and delete your fans overnight. They can censor you into oblivion to make you nothing. You will literally have to go back on your house like all these other rappers and these famous celebrities who can't even afford $3,000. So they have to foreclose on their houses. You know why? Because they never owned them in the first place. All these rappers that say they got money, like Nas and all these other people, they don't have any money. They're all sodomites and they're all fake and they're puppets. Okay. So if you all don't understand that, I don't really know. So let's continue looking through Eric Dubay's page to find his occult videos, because he is very, very, very occultic, as a lot of you would say, and a lot of you calling him a shill. So where are the shill videos? Let's keep going. Eric Dubai does meditation. Let me explain this again. You all have a right to do anything you want to do. I do not meditate personally. Okay. I don't meditate. I don't believe in any meditation. Eric Dubai has some topics like meditation and higher self that I understand, and I still feel that they are legitimate and they are very, very good. You know what I mean? So it's not what I'm going to do. I can't meditate right now. I can't try it. And I just can't do it. With the climate of things. Maybe it helps in some forms if it's done properly, but there are forms of yoga and other things that are satanic, that are whatever you want to call it. But the point is that he also exposes people like this, flat earth disinformation agents and stuff like that. He shows you all of this stuff. He goes into Bible. Now, this is where you guys seem to not like Eric Dubai, because he decides to say, and show you that the pagan origins of, of Christianity. I'm going to explain this, guys. Just because somebody says that there is pagan origins or whatever, or anything, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't make them, Eric Dubai has never, ever, ever that I have ever seen said that there is not a creator. Eric Dubai has already said that the earth is intelligently designed and everything else. It follows the exact same doctrine. The problem is that Christianity has you thinking that God, a title, is the name, when it's not the real name of God. The real name of God is Yahuwah, and that is written on the silver scrolls. It's written on the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's written thousands of years ago, multiple times everywhere. He has a name. His name is Yahuwah, the most beautiful name in the world. Do you understand that ever will be in existence, has been, okay, and is? So let me explain that clearly. You understand? And the son comes in his father's name, and his son in Yahuwah's son is not Jesus, because Jesus is not Yahuwah. You understand? Yahusha is the real name, okay, of the one who came in his father's place. And the story of that has been diluted over the years and changed and rearranged many times. So a lot of you Christians don't understand that. And it's really important for you to question everything, because what Eric Dubai, what a lot of, no, I'm not going to say a lot, what some truthers, real ones, what they know is the same thing I know, that they did not just lie to us about earth. They didn't just lie to us about health. They didn't just lie to us about science. They didn't lie to us about history. They lied about everything. Our records only go back to 1850. We don't even know if anything existed past 1776, technically, if you really want to get on the technical meaning. And the reason I brought that up is because I made a very strange discovery. I made a very strange discovery about the internet, and this is probably one of the biggest discoveries that has been made, and I really want to show it to you, but I don't have time in this video. But it's concerning whether or not they have proof of these historical things, like historical paintings that was done years ago. You know what I'm talking about? Like all of these old paintings that they say are really old. I want to know if they took a picture of these paintings prior to the release of the internet, right? And they have books that were released back, say, in 1940 and 1950. I want to know if they have pictures of these artifacts in these books. Because if they don't, that means they faked these artifacts, and then they put it online that these artifacts and these paintings from people in the 18 and 15 and 1400s were during that time period, when in reality, they just wrote that on the internet when the internet came out recently, you know? So, you know, the internet is a very new thing. It is not a thing that has been going on for a long time. And because of that, all of the information has been through a small channel. But let me get back to Eric Dubai, how seasons work, how gravity works, how the southern stars, all the people say, well, you can't see this from the South Pole, blah, 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 blah. All you got to do is look it up. Instead, these guys know that this exists, and what they do is they go and say, okay, well, most flat earthers don't know about gravity, and most flat earthers don't know about the southern stars, and most flat earthers can't talk about the seasons, and they can't talk about the sun, moon. No, because they don't even know what that is, because they don't understand the physics of how fake spaces even ran, and blah, blah, blah. So they run these arguments. Listen, Eric Dubai has already debunked these. You guys may be late to the party, but these have already been debunked. Okay, all these seasons, the way seasons work, how sunsets work, all of this stuff that other people keep changing and rearranging. Eric Dubai was one of the first ones to put this information out. And for some reason, he gets bashed a lot by people like Nathan Oakley and stuff. Now, we are going to go over Nathan Oakley. And the reason I'm comparing Nathan Oakley to Eric Dubai is because of a statement. You know, because Eric Dubai seems to, well, not Eric Dubai, but Nathan Oakley seems to, you know, appreciate Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo and Eric Dubai were the first ones that actually brought this thing to my attention in a way, and things, you know. So for him to say something, you know, almost in a way bashing Eric Dubai, I don't agree with any of that, and I'm not going to stand for any of that. But I like I said, I do like Nathan Oakley. I'm just trying to separate flat earthers from truthers, okay? Because Eric Dubai is a truther, not just a flat earther. He's a truther, okay? Nathan Oakley is a flat earther. Do you understand? Not a truther. Nathan Oakley doesn't know crap about any of these secret societies or anything else. Okay, so let me go through this. He does satellite pictures, addresses different conspiracies, more conversations with a lot of other people. Here's some questions, you know what I mean? He put the Flat Earth Music Guru, I think his name is, Flat Earth Man. Shout out to his channel. Activism, stuff like that. Some more people. 100 proofs, 200 proofs, all of this. He puts all of this. Video books and things that are really easy for people to be able to see. But like I said, right now I'm dealing with a guy who wants me to make something for him, and I said, okay, all you got to do is hop online and I'll show it to you. And the little freak says, I'm watching Lucifer right now. So I'm like, dude, you're the one who asked me to do this, and now you just decided to lock yourself in on Saturday and watch some Luciferian program on Netflix all day. And I just told you that I'm here in the studio now. Do you think I'm on your time? I'm not on your time. You're not paying for my time. So next time I see this little idiot, I'm not dealing with him anymore because I see that he's actually 100% brain dead. This is what the generations are. I sent him a couple Eric Dubay's videos and stuff. He never even looked at them, never even read them. He sent me some Juice WRLD crap. Does it look like I care about some Juice WRLD rapper? If he's not dead, I wish he was. He deserves it. That's where sodomites, you know, that's where they belong. Sorry. I don't like Juice WRLD. Never will. He's a sodomite. Juice WRLD is a sodomite. Juice WRLD has videos online selling his soul, drawing pentagrams, lighting me on fire, and selling his soul along with other people for fame. Juice WRLD already said he's going to fake his death multiple times. Juice WRLD is alive. Juice WRLD is a sodomite. This is one of my other favorite videos from Eric Dubbay. He talks about meat and dairy products and the issues with them, you know, and explains to you that you can get protein from way other sources. You do not have to eat meat to get a whole bunch of protein. Okay? Straight up. You do not have to eat meat to get protein. Thinking critically, you know, indoctrination camps. This came out. This is already long time ago. People have been getting indoctrinated. Look at this. People have been getting indoctrinated for years. He explains the censorship. He explains the government issues. He explains where evil is. He explains how these lies are extremely great, how they are terrible. Okay. He wasn't even really allowed to even go on Eric Dubay's Joe Rogan's channel and even debate you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know what I mean? And that was back when Joe Rogan, right before Joe Rogan sold out. So he goes in all of these multiple times so that you understand. Eric Dubbay is a beast. Do you understand? He explains this thing of meteors and craters and comets and what some of them really are and what some of them really aren't. He goes into the transgender agenda. He explains all this. This is the video that you all don't seem to understand. This Jesus Christ never existed. If you sit down and you watch this video, you will understand how, you see the sun behind him? It's just like I showed you. This is all paganism. You need to understand. It's time to wake up. You all are just living in such a stupid dream world. I heard people call him a Freemason before. And I'm like, dude, are you guys retarded? What are you doing? What are you doing? You called him a Freemason? He's exposing Freemasonry multiple times on his videos everywhere. He understands Freemasonry. Surveyors, engineers, pilots, sailors, exposes all of them. Magnification, sun, moon, light sources, rotation, Polaris, rotation of stars, the constellations, refraction, all the different types of refraction, physics of water, dinosaurs, nuclear weapons, and things like that, you know, from Galen Windsor. Explains all of these things, you guys. Now, you know what? His library is just it's too vast. We all know Eric Dubbay is a legend. Okay? Anybody on my channel that's shilling, got a problem with Eric Dubbay, get off my channel. I don't need you. Okay. Let's go to Nathan Oakley. Here's Nathan Oakley. Nathan Oakley is a beast. Okay. He knows a lot of stuff, but he goes in here and all he does is his flat earth debates. Okay. Of course we see Eddie Bravo, but he goes into his, and he talks about some all things on flat earth. You will never see Freemasonry. You will never see anything wrong with the government. He does not question the government. He does not question anything else. He only talks about earth, space, science, and biology. You understand? And the same thing goes for Quantum Eraser channel. He goes in here and he's a legendary guy. He goes into a lot of technological type of things, science versus pseudoscience, evolution, spectroscopy, all of this stuff. And it's all brilliant. It's all wonderful. And they both are doing a legendary service to all of us. And I appreciate them. But none of them are talking about the government. None of them understand the government the way that Eric Dubaye does. Eric Dubaye is still the king of understanding these things, regardless of whether or not you like Eric or you don't. I've already shown you this. I don't think Quantum Eraser has a, has a website. I don't think Nathan Oakley has a website like that. He might not, but it's not like Eric Dubaye's, Eifers and, the Atlantean conspiracy and stuff like that. And, I mean, all of these documentation, all of these links and all of this information for you to take in. Eric Dubaye puts this stuff out here for you in different languages. Do you see this? All in different languages. He spreads this truth harder than any of you. So if you're talking crap on Eric Dubaye in my presence, I will slap the shit out of you. Do you understand? I'll slap the shit out of you. Okay, because you need to wake up and realize that nobody is pushing the truth harder than Eric Dubaye, regardless of whether you like him or you don't. Do you all understand that simple fact? Another guy that I really just don't like anymore. I used to really like this guy, but ever since I tried to explain a couple things to him about religion, he acted like a zealot and just, completely, so he eats, sleeps, debunks, and repeat. That's Nathan Thompson. So Nathan, where's the truth? Where's your website? Where's all your websites and stuff? Okay, so you run, what website do you even run? Do you even have links on here? I don't even see links on his page that even go back to his Flat Earth versus the Globe official debate group on YouTube, on Facebook. Facebook is owned. Okay, you got to have your own .com site. You can't be up here trying to, he does a little bit of stuff, but like I said, he still doesn't understand anything. He doesn't get it. Eric Dubaye is right up there next to Truth Unveiled 777. The best living truther. All of his playlists and everything that Chris does here is absolutely amazing. And it is the biggest justice to the world. And of course, he goes into the Illuminati. He goes into prophecy, and he goes straight from the Torah, from the Bible, from the original Sephers, from the real locations of all these places that they say are real, but they're not. Documentaries, Be Deceived No More, For the Mark of the Beast, cloning, to the real biblical Israelites and the problems with the pole, the flat earth truth. He does that. The deceptions in the end time, all the holidays, okay, for you Christians and stuff. Restaurants even, you know what I mean? And what's in the food and stuff, Illuminati card game, the signs and symbols, all of this stuff. This guy, and it goes into eating healthy. And what's funny? He goes in and he shows what's in the Bible, right? You guys you guys hit Eric Dubaye. Really, really funny. Because we're almost at 30 minutes, so I'm going to end it here. Really funny. He goes in and shows you what the healthy foods according to the Bible is that you need to eat, right? And it's the same foods that Eric Dubaye is trying to tell you that you need to eat too. Yet you're saying Eric Dubaye doesn't agree with the Bible. No, Eric Dubaye never said any of that. Eric Dubaye is talking about religion. He's talking about religion. Do you understand? He's talking about the lies that they pull over our faces for religion. He's not talking about anything else. And you all just, your brains just aren't big enough to understand that. I think that's the problem here. I think that's where we're at. We're just at a point in our lives where our brains are not big enough to understand simple things. So this is a video for all of the retards that keep sending me messages talking about Eric Dubay's a shill. Eric Dubay is the only person to even bother to respond back to any of my messages, and he's a lot bigger than a lot of these other people. And he's done a lot more truth in a lot more languages than any of these other people combined. And he actually bothered to follow me back on YouTube and also on my SoundCloud. So I appreciate all that. You know what I'm saying? Eric Dubai is a beast. Eric Dubai helped me out, and and I appreciate it all. I really do. He's awesome. He kind of woke me up, and I started thinking way more critically on everything. And I'm not going to stand by and let people just run their mouths. You're not going to run your mouth without any proof. If you got proof, show the proof, Mr. Owen, or should I say Mrs. Sodomite Owen Benjamin, like a sodomite father. You know what I mean? Oh, like, come on, guys. Come on, man. Didn't he date that Christina Ricci girl? You know what I'm saying? Always like taking her shirt off everywhere. The little Casper girl taking her shirt off in every film. It's like, how much of her body are we allowed to see? And how much did he keep for himself? I don't like Eric. I don't like Owen Benjamin. I never will. Owen Benjamin is a shill because Owen Benjamin puts divides within the truth community, and he makes it. Owen Benjamin goes after a call for an uprising. Owen Benjamin goes after probably Richie from Boston. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he has mentioned them. And, he goes after all these people, goes after Eric Dubai. He just didn't mention anything on Isaac Cappy, because he knows what not to touch and what to touch, because he is a Hollywood sodomite. And he is an imposter in the flat earth community. And Nathan Thompson is an imposter as well and needs to go. Okay. And all the people that support Owen Benjamin need to get out, because it's very easy to see that he is a shill. Okay. Plain truth. You need to go. Sorry. All of you need to go because it's trash. All right. Anyway, guys, like I said, check out Eric Dubai. He has more stuff than your tiny brains can possibly imagine. So check out his channel so you can stop being stupid and actually learn something. All right. And when you do learn a whole bunch of occult, make sure you put the links in my comments to all of your little fake videos and your little hit pieces out on Eric Dubai. That way I know who to ban. So please put them right in the description, in the comments below the description. Okay, guys? So this is I'm a Space Station. I'm going to try to put a lot more truth out on my other pages. So go to Library for the hardcore truth, but go to everywhere else for everything else. I'm going to try to keep them all going for as long as I can. And that'll be that. See you guys later.